Hey, I am back. Ray, in this video, we're going to get into talking about the Othala Rune energy um, a little bit more in this video. And talking about Othala was really, the rune of the ancestors, really inspired by my little 8-year-old cousin this morning when she came over. She told me about a dream she had last night involving her grandmother, which is my aunt who recently passed away about a year ago. And she said she saw my aunt or her grandmother, pushing a Mercedes, a Lamborghini, and a Porsche in the dream. Also had a big house with a big luxury tub in the house. And I'm like, oh my God, if you're ever wondering if your offerings and the money you burn for your ancestors is working or not, this is living proof, coming from an 8-year old that she saw her grandmother, which is my aunt, in a dream last night, doing very well. I mean, living a luxury life. And man, if anybody, for those who talk to me, they know I go really hard in terms of cooking good food for my ancestral crew, for the gods I rock with, and also burning money also. So they receive that money well on the other side. And in turn, their energies are awakening within you, and they can also help you to also live that type of life on this side. But yes, your assets, but your food stuff, your money offerings, that goes a long way and really assists them in healing and living a better life on the other side. They in turn can assist you in living also a life like that, providing that you're working with them in that way. I also help those um, of my ancestors also heal on the other side from whatever illness that they succumb to in this realm. I help them to heal from that on the other side. So they won't reincarnate with the same issues. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're unfamiliar with these runic energies, Othala assists you in attracting prosperity and growth. It also assists you in discovering your ancestral spiritual heritage. Othala also helps one to connect with your inherited nature and abilities, also connecting with or to ancestral spiritual power and wisdom. It also will assist you in spiritual, mental, and material wealth, prosperity, and abundance. So very potent energy here for awakening in your dormant natural abilities, your dormant magical abilities connected with your ancestral line, and also helping to bring into your world the wealth of your most ancient of ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So no matter who you are, you have ancestors in the distant past that accrue great wealth for themselves, and that is also in your DNA to be awakened and tapped into. And Othala is an excellent way to get started. Also, feeding your ancestors on the other side, the ancient ones. It doesn't matter if you know their names or not. Just invoking their presence of your ancient ancestors. You know, when you're doing your offerings, like I'm offering this to my most ancient of ancestors, and they will receive it. Also, when you're burning your ancestral money, invoke your more ancient ancestors as well as the modern day ancestors, and also to call upon the energies to shield and protect you from the lower negative ancestors also, and they will do so upon your asking. So very important that you know that your work that you may be doing for your ancestors is really paying off. They really enjoy it, and it's all about you asking for their help, especially if you're on the path of acquiring great wealth for yourself. Because we're really, on one hand, we're in a time of turmoil and chaos, and on the other hand, it's a time to really work on acquiring great wealth for yourself. And in doing so, as I've stated in many videos, old skins must be shed. When you're on your way to awakening or trying to align yourself with great wealth, consciousness is also a factor. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very difficult to attract great wealth or accumulate great wealth for yourself if your consciousness is low. You know what I'm saying? If you have a poverty mentality, so if you're on the path of working on acquiring great wealth for yourself, utilizing your natural skills and abilities, or learning new ways that you can attract wealth for yourself, old skins must be shed. Outmoded relationships must be discarded. I mean, if you got anybody in your circle that's not about that life, now more than ever, forces forces within yourself is going to kick them away from you. You're going to kick them out. They got to go. You know what I'm saying? So if you have these emotional attachments to friends or family members who you know that's really not about that life, this is the intention you put to your soul, put to your ancestors, put to the gods or goddesses you may work with, to give you the strength to help you to sever those emotional attachments. This will assist you in moving forward and onward in your world. You know what I'm saying? Remember that you are a universe unto yourself. Always remember that. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You are a whole universe. And the key is awakening the universe that you are. You know what I'm saying? So you must know that your universe is very abundant and full of wealth potential. It's all about awakening to that potential, having a desire to awaken to that potential, and a moving according to your soul and your spiritual team on the inner planes. Also, a peeling away is called for. Othala is the rune of radical severance. So you're going to be severing the old way of doing things. The old way of thinking must be cut off if you're going to align yourself with great wealth. So listen to people who are about that life, all of the wealth coaches. You know what I'm saying? We're in that season now. So even if you don't have much money to work with, this is what your spirit team is for. You know what I'm saying? They will help you to align with that money so that you can invest in whatever it is you want to invest in, providing that you are working with them properly. Cooking for them. If you're not a good cook, that's what YouTube is for. Go to YouTube, go to online somewhere and get recipes for this and that. This is what I do. Sweet potato souffle and squash casserole and you know um, putting stuff in crock pot and cooking it overnight. I learned this stuff from the older people around me, and I just simply go to YouTube and get recipes on how to do this, how to do that, and I let it fly. The more you do this, the more you're gonna get good at baking and cooking stuff for your ancestors. I never cooked so much in my life for the last 5 years, I tell you. But it is very powerful when you're doing this for your ancestors. They really love it when you do that. You help to nourish them on the other side, and they in turn will help you out on this side. But a very, the ancient magicians of the past, they invoke the ancestors, they invoke the goddesses, they invoke the gods for information. Not so much. They also utilize their help to help them to push their agendas, but they also invoke the goddesses, the gods, the ancient ancestors for information. The information they needed to manipulate their own reality. You know what I'm saying? It's all about spiritual knowledge, the correct words of power, symbols of power that help shape and mold your reality to your making, to your liking. You know what I'm saying? So this is a more profound way of working with your spirit team, asking for the knowledge and information you need. This is what the elite is on. You know what I'm saying? They have the knowledge that is not hitting Google and Amazon. And they're utilizing it to attract great wealth for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you have to also do as your ancient ancestors did, invoke or work with the goddesses, the gods, your ancient ancestors to acquire the information you need to help alter your reality. Othala Rune energy is an excellent start, but the more your ancestor visits you in your dreams, when you're connecting with your soul, asking, have the savvy to ask your soul, like, what deities want to work with me at this time? Open your mind to what deities want to work with you at this time, and they will begin to show up. This is the natural and organic way of aligning yourself with the deities that want to work with you. Call upon the energies that want to work with you to help you out for the better. And they will show up. And once they show up, go hard in working with these energies, because they will help you to, break the blockages that may stand in your consciousness. It's all about your own mental makeup. So they will help you to resolve those blockages and really assist you in moving forward. So this is an image, obviously, that you can download. You can meditate upon it for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you're new to working with the runic energies, simply call upon the energy of Othala. I give a list of intentions below the video, and you put those intentions to the runic energy of Othala, and whatever it is you want to attract to yourself, whether it's more property, a new home for yourself, greater wealth for yourself, whatever that is, when you're envisioning that, include Othala in the image. Like, bring the energy or draw the energy of Othala into your visions. For example, if you want your own ranch, for example, or your own home / ranch for yourself, what this ranch or this home will look like. When you're seeing yourself entering that home, moving about in your home, doing your thing outside of your home, have Othala into the image. So now you're drawing the energy of Othala into your meditations and manifestations. You know what I'm saying? That is a dope way of working with any of these runic energies, especially Othala, the gods, or Fehu. You envision them into your images, into your mental images while you're meditating on this new clothing, jewelry, traveling. Include the runic energy into your meditation. That is an excellent way of drawing the runic energy into your manifestations. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, when you're calling upon the energy to awaken within you ancient ancestral spiritual knowledge and awareness, give it time and you'll find yourself moving differently than you once were. That is the awakening of that ancient ancestral energy coming from the Othala runic energy. So if you have any questions, of course, give me a holler. And also, as I spoke about a few moments ago, healing of deceased relatives. This is the work I do for a few of my relatives that crossed over, and also a few of my friends also that crossed over. Helping them to heal from what they succumb to on this side so they won't reincarnate with the same issues. So if you're interested in this type of working for family members or even friends, it doesn't matter. All I need is a picture of them, first and last name, and I can assist them in healing on the other side from whatever they succumb to on this side. For those of interest, hit me up through Gmail. I have the information down below the video. So again, any questions that you may have, give me a holla. There's a particular rune energy that you want me to talk about, also let me know, and I will make a video going in on that particular runic energy. Until next time, peace.